A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to the chief priests and the elders of the people, "Hear another parable. There was a landowner who planted a vineyard, put a hedge around it, and dug a winepress in it, and built a tower. Then he leased it to the tenants and went on a journey. When vintage time drew near, he sent his servants to the tenants to obtain his produce. But the tenants seized the servants, and one they beat, another they killed, and a third they stoned. Again he sent other servants, more numerous than the first ones, but they treated them in the same way. Finally, he sent his son to them, thinking, 'They will respect my son.' But when the tenants saw the son, they said to one another, 'This is the heir. Come, let us kill him and acquire his inheritance.' They seized him, threw him out of the vineyard, and killed him. 'What will the owner of the vineyard do to those tenants when he comes?' They answered him, 'He will put those wretched men on a wretched death, and lease his vineyard to the other tenants, who will give him the produce at the proper times.' Jesus said to them, 'Did you never read in the Scriptures, the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone? By the Lord has this been done, and it is wonderful in our eyes? Therefore I say to you, the kingdom of God will be taken away from you and given to a people that will produce its fruit.' When the chief priests and the Pharisees heard his parables, they knew that he was speaking about them. And although they were attempting to arrest him, they feared the crowds, for they regarded him as a prophet. The Gospel of the Lord. He sent his son to them. The background of Jesus' parable is most probably the Song of the Vineyard, in which God's care for Israel is repaid with injustice and violence. Jesus forces his hearers, the representatives of the Sanhedrin, to draw the conclusion that the parable concerns their abuse and their planned attempt against his own life. Without declaring his transcendent sonship, Jesus implies that the Sanhedrin has rejected God's final messenger, and that disaster will ensue, and that the sacred trust will be transferred to the new Israel of God.